Okay, we're thinking about changing the design of this floor system, second floor system. Last minute change, but I think it makes more sense. I talked to the plumber. He says that this can be done. So let's go over here. Here's the existing second floor system layout. These are the existing span. Right here is that 8 by 14 main beam. So we've got a span from here to here, this bearing point, from here to here, from here to this beam, and then from here to here. So the reason we designed our beams, our steel beam structure, is to try to catch these bearing points of these existing floor joist spans. So we've got this main beam that goes from here to here, steel beam that we put in. We've got this beam that goes from here to here. We've got this beam that catches where that 4 by 10 number 1 beam down below was. And then we created this plumbing channel by adding the 4th beam. But I'm thinking we could change this quite a bit. Now that I've talked to the plumber, he can make these sinks work in a double wall system and drop down 20, 30 feet away almost. So if we did this, took this beam and pushed it all the way down here, and then we created this scenario where we are building this small channel here. I think we've just gotten down to two steel beams. The only problem is this span right here is short, so we would have to sister alongside these existing joists for about that area. And I don't think that that's a bad scenario. Down to 2 steel beams. I'm sure we can get these to be glue lambs or something in here, these beams here. Much better, not doing as much demo and steel retrofitting. So here, let's look at the existing drawings, see what we can do with that. So what we've got now is this whole scenario, but we could get rid of all this stuff and take this beam, shove it all the way down here right in front of that bathtub drain, and then head out in front of that drain here, create our channel to drop down into this wall. Channel's got to be about so big. And I'm sure we're talking about glue lambs here, or pear lambs or something to carry that span. But we're down to 2 steel beams with this scenario. The only catch is this area right here. From about here to here, the joists aren't long enough. The joists are going to have to sister. The joists right now span all the way to there, to that point. So we would have to sister in this area these beams, these joists. We'd have to sister all along here. Probably some parallams to make that work. That span, Bruce, is 13 feet. So I think this is a much better scenario. The plumber says that he can make this work where we're dropping the drains in wall, do a double wall, comes here, comes around the corner, comes around this corner, catches this sink and drops down into this bay that we're creating. He can do that all in wall before it hits the floor joist over here. So we're not notching anything. We're not messing around with any of this. We just have to sister this. So Bruce, if you would look at this real quick for me, see if this works. There's a lot less steel, a lot less labor involved in this. My big question is sistering these joists. What are we going to have to do in this area to make that work? Okay, let's see if we can wrap this one up.